this year 2027 journey.
Not too long ago, the son of a former vice president, who is also a presidential aspirant, always an aspirant, sometimes a candidate, sometimes an aspirant, but he's never neutral. But he has never won. The son of a former city vice president, a founding father of PDP, abandoned his father and joined APC so that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu can continue to do the good job he has started. If you think there is an accident, listen to this. About 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, the first child and a daughter of the first president of Nigeria in 1999 to 2007, she decided to resign from PDP and decamp to APC. So I ask you, young ones, if the children, hey, listen, I want you to go home with a statement, right? If the children of opposition leaders, of a former president of PDP platform, decide to leave their fathers and join APC, now you want a man there. By the way, carry your papa don't come out of house. By the way, carry pikin don't come out of house. Now you want to stay there. Our people get proverbs say, pikin, why Greece say, may they use the forehead to break coconut. He does not survive to eat out of it. So when you see the children of presidential candidate and presidential hopeful leaving the place, please tell whoever is left, make it come and join. Oh, the doors are still open, but it's getting closer and closer and closer. Lastly,
to worry, right? And even the Opoyodoyo too was on that podium. You saw him, Abi. He has a message for Rufai and others concerning this how they are running Edo and Nigeria. Still coming back.
That is why we are standing here. Very proud. Very proud of our father, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
If you see, I see one you. Tell them, say, you don't get to program.
When we say it is settled in Edo State, do we mean it or not? When we say 2.5 million votes, do we mean it or not? I will use this opportunity to invite Rufai and Ruben Abatu of Arise TV. I will also write you a special letter. By the time you spend 2 days in Edo, you will vote for Asewaju, you and your wife.
If you see, I see one you. Tell them, say, you don't get to program.
I will take you out. I will drive them by myself. I will take them from one project to another project. 2 days, 1 week is not enough to go round. But I will just take them around for few sites. Then we will know whether there will be the one to now go and start campaigning for Asewaju or not.
Come on, see you.
Because in Edo State, we have agreed everything we are doing here is practical. Is that not so? Indeliverable is practical. Is that not so? When Asewaju came into office, he said subsidy is gone. Is that not gone? Is that not the money we are enjoying today? Every kobo that is being spent in Edo State Who is giving me that money? Who is giving me that money? That man, today, we already have 30 governors. Now 31. Where Atiku came from, the governor is now with us. Another one is coming again. And another one is coming again.
If you see what you tell them, say, oh, you don't get to go.
So that means if 33 governors, even if we are sleeping, how are they going to do it? So Baba just
get up. So they are expecting 33 states under the control of APC for 2027. And yesterday, I mean, it was during their state congresses, so they had their state congresses across Nigeria yesterday, in which the one in your state had Oluye Sunday Igboho in attendance. And that has generated viral reactions all over the place, from Yoruba Nation advocate to Inombule Konsi advocate. That switch, a lot that happened since 2021 to 2026. All of these reactions, right? We are going to react to. But first is attendance. I've seen a lot of reactions since that video got made into the internet. But some of us are not really surprised, okay? But now that, well, he has fully aligned with them in this sense, so the world is reacting like, what happened to all of that? All of that, struggle, the attacks, the burning of his house, the attempt on his life, people who got killed, those who got detained, beaten, tortured, and all of that stuff, only for the whole thing to now come to this. A lot of questions, have you? For me, I don't have many questions. I just have maybe just one. And it's a rhetorical question. It's not a question that requires an answer. Okay? Because I am kind of like I was part of that. All that transpired during that time. And a lot of you here were also part of it, enough that you even committed your resources, your money, your time, your prayers, your physical presence, your protesting and all of that. So my own question is that what is it that they promised him now that he decided to go all out for them this way, okay, and just jettisoning all of that stuff that time for now, that Bukwari didn't offer him that time. Like I said, I was a little bit privy to some of these behind the scene moves back then when they were sending people to warn him, sending people to make him an offer. And what were the offers? Initially, they said he should stop all that nonsense he's doing. And when they realized that there were actually a lot of people who supported what he was doing, going after this, the Fulani settlement, the Fulani terrorist settlement, who have become the den of kidnappers in Yoruba land. Then they started kind of like playing it cool in an advisory way. You know what? Buhari wants you to stop this. And whatever you want, they will give it to you. Because they said your action, your activities is pretty much like upsetting a certain part of Nigeria or certain people. They are not really happy, so that they really, really want to take an action against you. But if you stop, whatever you want, they will give to you. And I bet people actually told him that all he needed that time was not even to join APC. It was just to keep quiet. Stop going after this Fulani terrorist in the forest. And he can live his life quietly, peacefully, and enjoy his money. His brother could still be alive today. His friend could still be alive today. Like, right? But he didn't take all of that. Then he lost so much that those who mocked him, those who laughed at him, those who wanted him dead, I mean, the same people who have now turned the table to say, it's a Yoruba thing, it's a Yoruba thing. It's not. It's the people who knew then that the reason why Igboho became a target, the reason why they put a target on his back was simply because he insisted then that the Yorubas must take charge of their own security enough to chase away the Fulani terrorists in the forest. It wasn't just like talking about, he went after them physically, encountered them. And that upset a lot of them in Bukwari's government, that they put a target on his back. So they gave him a lot of offers then, and he didn't take them. But right now, what I'm aware of is currently doing things on a promissory note. One, DSS, nobody's coming after him anymore. You could travel to Nigeria, travel out of Nigeria, we shouldn't worry about. His bank accounts are still pretty much frozen. That's what I don't get. What kind of conditions they gave him? They are making arrangements for him to see Tinubu. Sure, you get, like, very soon you're going to see him with Tinubu. But my own was, I would expect that, most of his losses have been like replenished. They've given him back everything. The worth of all they've taken from him. They've released the corpses of those killed in his house. And then they've like dropped all charges, everything against him. But they haven't really done that. What they have done is just to be like, you know what, we are not looking for you. But officially, they haven't cleared that. But it's like going all out for them in this sense, about then the reactions of a lot of people. They made this same offer to Nnamdi Kanu. Some are saying that only a mad person fights for Nigerians, a mad person fights for the people who don't want to be fought for. Right? They made the same offer to Nnamdi Kanu. Right? And somehow, that one rejected it outrightly. But he made them a counter offer. the one that they've managed to play down for so long. Remember that Enugu meeting where they all like Bulumai and the rest of them, all those Eastern governors. They were expecting him to come and table an offer of personal, reward. They was asking them to do exactly what they were elected to do. Do this, do this, do this, and the agitation for the Biafra, right, can simmer a bit, that we can watch you build on all those stuff. But they never did. They sent people to go and kill him. Similarly, when they offered Sunday Igboho the same thing, he didn't grab it. He rejected all of that. Like, not that anyone promised him anything after that. Oh, don't worry. If Buhari give you something, don't take it. We'll take care of you. Not like that. Because when the problem finally came, we got to know everybody's real stand at the time. So what is that 360 turnaround that? That's my own kind of like question. And like I said, it is rhetorical. I don't expect any answer. Because eventually everyone will be responsible for their own action. Right? But the thing is that the damages that stuff like this does to a genuine advocacy, like that of a self-determination, self-rule, autonomy, original system, all those kind of lofty ideas, stuff like this sort of like desecrates it, makes it more harder to trust people in building any real movements around such ideas, because they're just using you. Once they have the attention now, they will go and join the same government they are criticizing. It destroys their credibility. Here we are. By the time Tinubu is done with Nigeria and everybody, it's just so sad. I mean, if there's any good reason, another thing that will make me feel a little bit, oh yeah, I mean, it's worth it to join in them. For somebody like him, would be if by now the same thing that he was doing, mobilizing the young, ready, determined young Yorubas who are willing to go after these terrorists and their cells in our forest in Yoruba land. That was what he was doing. That riled and triggered the the kill shot of the Fulani oligarch in Nigeria at the time. So I would have pretty much loved it if by now we are now benefiting that freedom. They say, Sunday has been, and his group, they have been going after these terrorists in Yoruba land, dislodging them, freeing some of the kidnapped people. And then people can say, oh yeah, because the Yoruba president, that's why he's been able to do that. Nothing like that is happening. More of our people are being killed now than they were under Boko Haram. So what is the motivation? But we'll leave that. So here is Oseli, who was having this spat with Ken Okonkwo. They're talking about the opposition. How the opposition have not really been up and coming, up and doing when it comes to their promise of sending Tinubu away in 2027. So that got a little bit heated up. That Rufai Oseni called the opposition jokers. Ken Okonkwo didn't take that lightly. The exchanges.
Yes, you were correct on the score where you said that you people campaigned effectively, you showed dissent in the House. But also, I think Dr. Bati kept on using that word, red herring. The transmission became a red herring that the things like this one, Section 84 that you're not talking about, the lawmakers didn't focus on it. And they stylishly slotted that in. While you people were busy chasing the Section 60, 84 was slotted in, but the lawmakers didn't even quickly read for interpretation, and they quickly passed it, so they knew what they did. And that's why I keep saying, does the opposition as we speak today even have a research department that analyze, psychoanalyze future analyze, scenario plans every policy and every move of the ruling party. If, for what it's worth, 2015, I was in the thick of it, I was on radio then, APC did a better job being in opposition. But I don't see that from a lot of you guys in the ADC. And that's why I say you guys are a coalition of, and that's why when you came 8 days after, I said, what are you people saying here?